Alexa, enable the 1690 KDMT skill.
After she confirms, you can then say,
Alexa, play 1690 KDMT.
That's all you have to do, and Alexa will learn how to find us. You can listen to us through your Amazon, Echo Show, Echo Dot, and Amazon Tap devices. Alexa, what's your favorite radio station?
That's easy. Money Talk 1690 AM.
In America, we stand on the shoulders of giants. Benjamin Franklin and other founding fathers handed us a republic and challenged us to keep it. The challenge remains today, more than 240 years later. The Americhicks invite you to call in every weekday afternoon at 5 p.m. to sort through the smoke and mirrors to discuss government policies as right versus wrong rather than right versus left. Denver's only female-hosted call-in talk show on your drive home. The Americhicks, Kim Munson and Molly Vogt, sponsored by Yanni's in the Landmark for the best lamb chops in town. Weekday afternoons at 5 on KDMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know that customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We are here to remind you that small business is big business. Your business is our business. Angel is in Dallas today at the Small Business Expo. And so sitting in here and joining me today is my good friend and long-term client, Lynne Hurlburt. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me. And I kind of am nervous about this because I am not Angel.
You know what? I'm not
and maybe
Angel.
I'm not an Angel.
No. I'm not Angel, and I'm certainly no Angel, that's for sure. But we are super glad that you are here. And Lynne, introduce yourself to our audience, if you will, please. You are a business owner. Tell us what you do and where you do it.
Yes, I own, and I'm a hairstylist at Fantastic Sam's on South Parker Road in Parker. I also own Castle Rock Hair Boutique downtown in the heart of everything in downtown Castle Rock. And then Miss M's Tea Parlor. It's an event place. I do feminine events, tea party events.
Tea parties.
Bridal showers, weddings, baby showers that are having girls, not boys. And
baby showers only for girls.
Yeah, for girls only at my place at Miss M's.
All right, Miss M's.
Yeah,
okay.
What do you think the M stands for?
Mischief.
No. Table manners.
Misbehaving.
Manners.
Oh, manners.
Yes.
I know you, so mischief and misbehaving,
that's right.
Interchangeable.
That's true.
No. I'm just teasing with that, but I love that. So you own 3 businesses. And in addition to that, you are very active in, you said Parker, Colorado, folks, for those of you who are listening nationwide. You are very active in your local chamber of commerce, yeah?
Yes, I love it. I am in both, in Castle Rock and Parker as well.
All right.
And they're both, it's so fun because both towns are growing at different
rates.
Cultures.
Yeah, sure. They are different cultures.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And then, as if that weren't enough, you're probably the busiest person I've ever met. You sit on the governor's council.
Well, yeah, no, it's a retail council.
A retail council but
and I'm trying to start the Parker with Danielle that works at the
speak real loud into that
Parker
microphone.
Chamber. I'm trying to start with Danielle retail council there as well. So,
all right. Yeah. Wow, you're a busy lady.
Yeah.
But this is good, and business is good, right?
Oh, it is. It's booming.
Yeah.
It's booming in Colorado. Love the entrepreneurs.
Who doesn't? Entrepreneurs are, Angel and I say all the time, entrepreneurs are the only ones who quit their 40-hour job so they can jump into a 120-hour job. Exactly. And we love it, right? We do. And Lynne, you probably are aware, for the last several weeks, we have been really hammering hard the rise of the influencer. And people like Seth Godin and Mari Smith, who is an influencer on Facebook, and there's so many Adweek and Forbes and all these executive influencers are saying that the micro influencer, the ones who have a small community but an engaged community, are really making a difference. And just before we went on the air, you were sharing with me that there are some people who that you employ who are of the younger generation and yet they are breathing new life into the marketing.
Oh, they know what's up. They know what's up, and they're fiercely. They know the competition's fierce, and they aren't afraid of failing. They just aren't afraid of failing. I mean, when you don't have much, do it.
Right.
You know, I mean, what am I going to lose?
Well,
and I tell them that too.
Absolutely. And so, how are they connecting with the new generation? What are they doing differently than stuff that you've already been doing? Because you can't be where you're at without doing it right. But
I don't know. I failed a lot more than
failure's a part of it.
Yes,
failure's a part of it. But what about what are they doing differently that is equally successful?
I think they look. They're not as careful. They're not as careful when they plan, and they don't have that experience, which actually can work in their favor, just because they'll think of new ideas. And I mean, there's stuff I've tried 5 years ago that I've tried today, and it's worked, and it didn't work 5 years ago. And so that experience really doesn't. But I can see all the big influencers. I mean, they need us to fail. That's how we know, and that's how we succeed.
Interesting.
They need us because they're just so big. They don't do all the little things that we do.
Well, talk about an influencer in her own right. Listener Candice says, "I love Lynn." She's listening now by way of our Facebook live.
Thank you.
And we share that sentiment. Of course, we love you as well. Love having you on the program. Now, are you using some of the more modern technologies? Are you jumping into Instagram for marketing? Are you seeing results with that?
Yes. Oh, very much so. Very much so. And they use different POS systems. They think different, like Square. They book appointments online from Square because they're smaller, and so they're only doing 15 clients a week instead of my Fantastic Sam's. I'm doing over 500 clients a week.
I see.
So and they have to, to stay in business.
Right.
So they really have to connect with the community, and know their community.
And did I hear you say that even like using Instagram and some of the newer Snapchat and some of the newer technologies, that surprising to you, they are attracting these millennials are attracting women your age,
yes,
to come back and I mean you're probably still a millennial, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
No, and I'm the end of the baby boomers and era, and it's funny too because even when at Fantastic Sam's, a lady my age has never been in my salon. She'll come in, and my stylist that's younger than me will talk, both of us. It's like, can I have you cut my hair? And they don't know I'm the owner, and they will always pick the younger, and that's fine. I mean,
have the younger generation do the service. And that's an interesting thing. You are
because they want to look young. They want to look fresh and young.
I was just looking at you as you came in. You look fresh and young every time I see you.
Thank you.
So whoever's doing
I'm in the good looking. I'm in the look good industry. So
you are in the look good industry.
I have to make people look good.
Well, I love it. So let's talk about the state of small business now. You were saying just before we went on that everything is changing. What are some of the bigger changes that you see, and what are some of the changes for the good?
I think customers aren't as loyal, and it's funny because people my generation think as a negative, where the younger girls
I'm
are
not thinking that's a good thing.
But the younger girls are like, but I don't want to do some 60-year-old lady's hair for 10 years. They're 25. They don't look at it that way. They're like, no, I want to do new, fresh customers all the time. That I want to do a 30-year-old is getting married and she wants purple hair in her wedding.
So the shift is coming from the service side of the industry saying, I'm not looking for a long-term relationship. I'm looking for what's happening now.
Right. And I think because they see the world that way, they aren't loyal. They're more forgiving, I think, of people, of businesses, just by talking to them, by what they do in their community, what kind of philanthropy stuff.
Yeah, they're very interested in philanthropy.
They're more forgiving of you, like they're just more forgiving of a customer's more forgiving, the younger generation, if you're more into that.
Sure.
If you don't 110% deliver.
All right. So break out your crystal ball, if you will, and tell me, because this is an interesting conversation. I don't think I've ever realized that the the younger generation really isn't looking for a loyalty as much as they are for what's relevant right now. Mm-hmm. It makes sense to me, but I've never heard that before. Let's look into your crystal ball, and in 10 years, when those 25, 27-year-olds are 35, 37, probably have a child or two in their papoose. Mm-hmm. Will they want to become more loyal? Will they, by definition, become more loyal? Yes. Will they become like us?
I don't know, though. In 10 years, I don't know if the society will be. That's hard to predict.
Well, there will be another generation, and we are all affected by the society for sure. Right. And our society is polarized politically. But at the same time, I think we are almost unanimous in the way that we're handling. I don't know how to even say it. Our attitudes tend to be more in agreement one with another. When those things that used to be taboo are now no longer taboo. And
here's another interesting thing. They look at relationship, but relationship doesn't always equal loyalty.
All right. We're going to talk more with Lynne Hurlburt right after these messages, folks. Don't go anywhere. This is the Experience Pros Radio Network, home of positive business talk. For the archives of this broadcast and every broadcast that we do, go check out experiencepros.com. Click on the radio tab. We'll be back after this.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
KDMT, Denver's Money Talk 1690 AM.
DenverHalfPrice.com, where everything is on sale at half price. Get red hot deals from some of the area's best retailers. 50% off carpet cleaning, car washes, spa treatments, gym memberships, tax preparation, oil changes, and more. Everything is on sale at half price. Go to DenverHalfPrice.com and save today. That's DenverHalfPrice.com. Why pay full price for anything? Go to DenverHalfPrice.com.
Every minute, somebody in the United States of America dies of a heart disease-related event. Biggest tragedy in our medical system, heart disease, easily detectable at early stages and easily treatable. Getting your cholesterol numbers checked is a good thing, but it's time to visit Front Range Preventive Imaging for a heart scan. Men over the age of 40, women over 50, the best personal preventive health action you can take in 2018 is a heart scan. Simply no technology available today that can detect heart calcium quickly, easily, and more accurately than a heart scan. If you want the scan, the gold standard in coronary prevention, get an EBT heart scan. Front Range Preventive Imaging, the EBT technology 3 times more accurate than other scan technology. Act now, a heart scan, Front Range Preventive Imaging, also a free additional report called Unlimited Chest. It's a report on the part of your lungs that are visible during the screening process. Pick up the phone, make a call, Front Range Preventive Imaging, Monday through Friday, 8 in the morning till 6 o'clock at night. On the web, boulderscan.com, 303-443-7226.
Ben Franklin once pointed out that the only certainty in life is death and taxes. Are you concerned about how the new tax bill is going to affect you or your business? Are you trying to tackle taxes on your own? Standard deductions, net operating loss, pass-through deductions, it's enough to make your head swim. Unless you're tax expert Josh Berman with Denver Tax Return Service. Josh is an enrolled agent with the IRS and has been helping businesses save money and have peace of mind for the last 13 years. Josh takes pride in working directly with you during the entire process. You'll never be handed off to someone else. He'll walk you through how the new tax code and laws affect you and your business. And beyond tax season, he offers year-round bookkeeping and accounting services. Right now, there's a very special radio offer. All business tax returns start at just $399. Start 2018 off right by calling your tax expert, Josh Berman, at Denver Tax Return Service today for a free half-hour consultation. His number is 720-336-0950. That's 720-336-0950. Or visit taxreturnservicedenver.com. That's taxreturnservicedenver.com.
Gina here. There are 2 ways to zip up your house for this winter. This way.
Or you could come to Gravina's
and zip up your home against the winter cold with Gravina's triple pane R10 glass package.
We can save you up to 40% on your energy bills with our insulated frame triple pane glass windows.
Gravina's R10 triple pane glass windows are 5 times more energy efficient than most double pane windows and 12 times more efficient than a single pane.
We carry all the name brand windows and doors as well as insulated siding for your home.
That's right. Gravina's has served over 100,000 Colorado customers as a proud member of the Troubleshooter Network
and Dave Logan, Angie's List, and HomeAdvisor.com.
And we have all types of windows.
Gina.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
Gravina's have the greatest windows.
And warranties.
Let's try that zipper thing again. Start saving on your energy bills. Call Gravina's
beautiful showroom
at 950 West Evans. Call 303 Gravina. In Northern Colorado, call 970-GRAVINA or GravinaWindows.com.
Take your home like it is and let us help you make it like you want it. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. We've been doing just that for over 30 years now. 800-362-8370 or drhi.com.
Hey, we know this radio station is your favorite, but did you know you can find even more great Christian stations now on christianradio.com? More stations, more podcasts, and more uplifting faith-building programs. Download the app now by visiting christianradio.com.
This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Yes, we will. We love interacting with you live on the show. You can do what Candice did and write us a comment on our Facebook Live. Or if you'd like, you can reach us directly at radio@experiencepros.com. Sitting in for Angel today is the lovely, the talented Lynne Hurlburt. How are you, Lynne?
I am wonderful. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you for joining us. Let's talk business. You are truly one of the most busy people I've ever met, but not just busy to be busy, but you have business going on. A lot of business. Let's start with, which came first, Fantastic Sam's or Miss M's?
Miss M's.
Miss M's. Mm-hmm. All right. It's Miss M's Tea Parlor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
yes.
You do formal high teas.
Yes,
right?
I do. Uh-huh.
And parties. It's kind of an event venue for young ladies.
Yes.
Ladies of any age, I would imagine.
Yes.
All right.
I do birthday parties for 70-year-olds.
Love that. All right. What made you decide? Where were you at in life prior to, and what made you decide I'm going to start a business and it's going to be tea?
Yeah, right. I had worked for a competition for Great Clips for 23 years, and I opened every Great Clips in the market. And they were a really hot company in the 80s, and they trusted me being an Iowa farm girl. They were from Minnesota. So I was 25 years old, opened all the Great Clips.
You were like an opening trainer.
Mm-hmm, yes.
Okay.
And I would just go from salon to salon. And the franchisees, the Z's, were just business people that had no clue of the industry. I learned so much from them about my business sense because the company was they just trusted me and said, you're doing it. It's good. The numbers look good.
So
just keep doing what you're doing.
Corporate at Great Clips was happy with your work.
And so they let me do what I wanted.
Gave you free reign.
Yes, they did.
So then how did you jump from that to tea parties?
Okay, so I love
cucumber
to cook.
sandwiches.
Yeah, that's right. I love to cook. I love to entertain. Always, I'm a giver. I mean, just doing hairstylist, you have to be a giver. And all my friends are like, you should open some kind of blah, blah, blah. So I found downtown Castle Rock. The rent was cheap back then.
Okay,
and the town was kind of dead.
For those who don't know, Castle Rock is a suburb of Denver. Probably about 25 miles south of the main city.
Right.
All right.
And it's actually one of the fastest cities right now in the state.
Fastest growing cities. Yeah.
Because of underneath Colorado Springs, and they have the I-25 corridor.
Yeah. It's right up and down that vein.
Yes.
Okay. So, tea parties.
So I opened that, and I had a partner. I bought her out 3 years later because she had to move with her husband's job, but we both had daughters, and we met, we were Girl Scout leaders, and we met being Girl Scout leaders. We just both signed up. They put us together.
Is there money in tea parties?
Oh yeah.
Really?
And it's it's fun. It is. And I have people that call me from all over the United States and say, I saw your website. I want to do what you do. And I told them, you're not going to get rich doing it, but you have to love it. You have to love kids. You have to love giving. You have to love catering and finding caterers and all that. So it's more rewarding, you know what I mean, than it is money.
Sure.
And it's because most of the time people have events during the weekend because I'm not in the men don't, I have corporate people call and say, I have 35 IT guys and your place looks, can I do that? And I'm like, you really probably wouldn't. It's really pink, really flowery. Yeah. I don't think they'd
I've been to a couple of formal high teas.
Right.
But pretty much because I had a drug problem. I was drugged to the high tea.
Yeah, I had to. Yeah.
Okay. So that's Miss M's. And then, you started your business. You're working it out. You love doing what you're doing. Then you decided to go back to styling hair.
I never quit doing hair.
Okay.
I kind of managed all the Great Clips in the Great Clips in Highlands Ranch. And there was 4 of them. There was 4 of them. So they let me, I was one of the most productive ones out of all the ones in the whole United States. So of course the owner's like, I'd love to have you manage all of them. And I managed them and they let me work whenever I wanted. So I worked around my Miss M's. I was president of PTA, sat on district boards with the school board, did all that. But that's because as an entrepreneur, I had jobs that were flexible.
Yes.
So I ran all the Girl Scouts in Highlands Ranch for 6 years. I was kind of mentored all the leaders, but it was all flexible. I just scheduled the meetings once a month around my schedule.
Okay.
All right. And I was always lucky enough to do that.
Yeah.
But and you definitely, it's funny because I was young back then, but I had learned that just from Great Clips at a young age to juggle a lot. But it's funny because women that are in their 30s with kids are, I just don't know how to do this. And I just can't, it's balance. And how do I say no? And it's like, oh, you learn. You learn fast or you die and you're not happy and you,
Right. So you've got, you got Fantastic Sam's and, you are still maintaining the fact that, you're one of the best in the country.
Yes.
Right? This is an award that comes around every year. And they recognize you for being more than just terrific. You're fantastic.
Well, and I'm thankful. My stylists that work for me know I'm really busy, and we kind of have this thing that if they have a question, they'll either text me or they put it on a index card. And so when they see me and work because when we're in the salon, it's usually we're really busy. We don't have time to talk because we're doing clients.
Right.
So they'll sit there with an index card. Okay, Lynn, what about this? What am I going to do? A client asked for this. Okay, Lynn, you know what I mean? So they hand me index cards.
3x5 cards.
And it saves so much time. You can spend 10 minutes with someone and accomplish a 2-hour, because then they don't forget to, what they had, questions about. So it's good. You learn.
All right. You do. and apparently you were learning such to the point where you decided, you know what, if one salon is good, why not try another one?
Right.
And started your own brand down in Castle Rock. How long ago was that?
Last year I opened it, Castle Rock Hair Boutique. And it's a full service. And I thought, I've never done full service. So I was with Great Clips and then Fantastic
What does full
Fan.
Service mean?
So it's not a chain. So it's like just, no. Yeah. I don't have a liquor license.
Okay.
You have to have a liquor license.
Didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is full service in your industry?
Full service means that I can do anything in there. And so I have stylists that just rent a chair for me, give me money every week, and then they keep the rest.
Right.
And I have 3 stylists, an esthetician and an eyelash girl, and they have their own business in there.
Esthetician is for the skin, right? The eyelashes are, everybody gets that. Angel's a big fan of the eyelash.
I know.
And then 3 stylists. Mm-hmm. Well, this is fantastic. Yes. Do you go in and service clients down there?
I haven't yet.
Okay.
But down the road, I plan
You're reserving
to.
the right.
Yeah. I have a chair in there that's mine. And they always say, are you going to ever work and do hair here? Yeah. Yes, I am.
All right.
No.
Well,
and they just are like, when? And it's like, I don't know the answer.
It's just fantastic. And I think that our listeners would benefit from knowing you and connecting with you. Lynn, what's the best way to stay connected to you?
You can you can add me on Facebook, Lynne Hurlburt.
Lynne Hurlburt. That's HURLBURT. Go add her on Facebook. I don't know. You probably have 5,000 friends already.
No.
Not yet?
Almost.
All right.
I got rid of the out-of-state ones. I'm down to about 4.
Folks, don't go anywhere. We've got more positive business talk just ahead. You are listening to Lynn and Eric right here on the
I am
Experience
definitely
Pros
not as good as Angel,
Radio
and that's
Network.
okay.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for